Welcome to StantonMD. I'm board-certified emergency physician Dr. Ryan Stanton. I want to wish all of you a happy new year, and with that in mind, we will focus today on one of the most common New Year's resolutions, health and fitness. It's a simple fact that most resolutions don't make it through the month of January. In fact, the majority are gone by March. That's because most of us reach for the stars when we haven't even made a plan to get off the launch pad. We want to focus today on establishing a health and fitness plan that will beat the typical resolution lifespan and lead to a lifestyle change that will result in better health, an active lifestyle, and overall just feeling better every day. First, if you plan to get active and you have medical problems, check with your doctor first to ensure the activities are safe and it won't interact with other issues. We don't want you to find out that your heart isn't healthy enough for exercise at 5 miles per hour on a treadmill in the middle of the gym. Talk with your doctor and make sure your plan is safe for you. Today we will focus on 3 pieces of the fitness pie. These are the 3 things that you need to have as part of your plan to maximize your health and fitness. We will talk food and healthy diet. We also talk about cardiovascular health, and we'll wrap up talking about strength training and building those muscles. I'm here with Josh and Melissa Miller. They are the co-owners of Transformation Personal Training, and so we're going to talk about the importance of our diet. We've mentioned in the segments, you're going to see it as a theme throughout the show, that the diet is one of the most important contributors to your success and your New Year's resolutions for that fitness and health. And so we want to talk about that today in terms of the meals. So thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for opening up your home here for us to come in and talk about it. So let's start off, why is diet an important aspect of that resolution New Year's training and fitness program?
Well, everything's going to start with your meals. Everything's going to start with the type of food that you're giving yourself. It's the type of fuel that your body is running off of. And you can exercise all you want and go to the gym every day and work out, but if you have not got the proper diet in place, results are going to be very minimal. To really optimize and get the most out of your fitness journey, you got to be feeding your body the right type of fuel. And the right type of foods is how you're going to be able to do that.
So a lot of people say, I want to lose weight this year, or they're getting ready for that wedding or whatever they may be, and so they try to starve themselves thin. Give me a little bit of a reason why the idea of just cutting off those calories isn't a good approach.
Well, you need to keep your metabolism going for one. So we recommend eating at least 5 times a day. That's going to be your 3 main meals, your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then a snack in between your breakfast and your lunch, and a snack in between your lunch and your dinner. And for one, that's also going to keep you from feeling like you're completely starving.
So let's talk about meals. What are the things we need to consider when we're talking about meals and eating and staying away from things that may be a bad choice?
Okay, kind of like what we were talking about. So it's really important to get these meals in. Like Melissa had said earlier, it keeps your metabolism elevated. So what we got here, there's different types of foods that we have here, but it's all clean, healthy food that you can supplement in your diet. There's a big difference between getting snacks in throughout the day, eating the wrong type of foods, and eating the right type of foods. Now, it's going to be really difficult not to lose weight if you're overweight by eating the right types of food. It's going to be difficult to gain weight if you're eating the right types of foods. So what we're wanting to do, we're wanting to have a good balance of macronutrients in your diet, that being proteins, complex carbohydrates, and essential fats. So that's kind of how we're going to design the plans whenever we're designing a meal plan for someone.
A lot of people, I notice one thing we have here is water. In terms of water, everybody loves their sodas. Everybody loves their sweet teas and things like that. And in healthcare, we've had a huge turn against diet sodas, and we have a lot of reasons for that. But what are your thoughts in terms of water is always a good choice, but when people say, no, it's okay, I'm drinking a diet soda, or I'm drinking a 0-calorie, something with artificial sweeteners, why is that not necessarily a good choice?
Well, for weight loss, it really doesn't have an effect on weight loss, so to say, but it's definitely not healthy for our bodies. All the artificial sugars, sweeteners, those are, they've been linked to certain cancers. Mm-hmm. So for a healthy aspect, you can't go wrong with water. That's like the best choice for us.
All right, let's talk snacks. One of the biggest things or challenges we have during the day, say we were at our workplace or whatnot, it's easy to grab that bag of chips, that candy bar, you know, the one that keeps you going, candy bar, which is one of my favorites, but we don't want to fail our diet plan when it comes to snacks. What about snacks, and how can we make sure that we're ready throughout our day?
Yeah, with the snacks, what I recommend, after, for example, you have your breakfast, 2.5 to 3 hours later, have a snack somewhere in between your breakfast and your lunch. And again, that's keeping that metabolism elevated, it's giving it something to work with. That way it does not slow down. With the types of foods that we have here, the snacks are going to be, typically, most people are looking for something that's convenient, something that's easy, quick, and something they can take on the road with them. In workplaces, a lot of times you'll have vending machines, and there's never a good option in vending machines. So what's going to be key to this is meal preparation. Have your snacks available to take with you on the go. And you want to make a healthy option when you're having your snack. So like what we have here, we got some rice cakes, Greek yogurt, carrots, blueberries. We've got some fruit. So we've got different protein sources, and we also have some different fruit sources, which is more of a simple sugar, but it's going to be a lot better off than having like a Snickers bar or something like that.
When we mention eating healthy, they say, well, it's just so expensive to be getting healthier foods. It's much cheaper to get a bag of chips or things like that we traditionally see as snack foods. How do we eat healthy but then stay inside a decent budget?
That is actually incorrect. Most people say, 99% of the people think, if I eat healthy, my grocery bill is going to be, outrageous. That's not correct at all. We both do bodybuilding competitions, so we're on a very strict meal plan whenever we compete, and our grocery bill goes way down. We're not buying chips, we're not buying pop, we're not buying candy, cookies. So that is just totally incorrect.
Now, Melissa, you were telling me before we got started here, and we got a good little cooler here of preparations. Unless you prepare ahead of time and have your meals ready, you're not going to stick to the program. Tell me more about that and why having a good trusty cooler by your side may be part of your health and fitness resolution.
If you take one day out of the week or two and you get all of your meals prepared, we use Tupperware containers. So it's grab and go. All of our meals fit in here. Like this would be like a breakfast, then a lunch. We stick them all in our refrigerator, and then you just simply grab them out, stick them in your cooler, and you're ready to go to work or wherever you need to be.
If you pack your food, you know exactly what you're getting. You can even get really detailed with it as far as counting your calories and counting your macronutrients if you're packing your food. Something you can't always do if you have to eat out.
And these are actually, like, even a lot of people fly with their jobs. We've actually taken these on the plane. So they're airport, you can get them through the airport, and you still have no excuse for not having your meals and your healthy food options available.
So I still can't take my nail clippers, but taking my kitchen is perfectly acceptable. Fantastic ideas. Now give us an idea how, we just scratched the surface here, and clearly with this segment people aren't going to be able to hit the kitchen and be able to make a safe, healthy plan. Give us an idea how to get in touch with you guys, some resources that may be available to start making that plan and start kicking off this year on the right foot.
You can contact us through email. My email is josh@transformationpersonaltraining.com. You can also contact us by calling us at area code 859-744-7050.
All right, Josh, Melissa, thank you so much. Hopefully this will be a good start to your new year. More StantonMD coming up right after this.
Don't let cancer keep you from enjoying the little moments in life. Court Physical Therapy knows those moments are important, and cancer doesn't have to slow you down. Studies show that people who routinely exercise had a 40 to 50% less fatigue rate and significantly decreased their risk of reoccurrence. Court empowers you to take an active role in your recovery and get back to enjoying life. Whether you like summer cookouts, Little League baseball games, or a trip to the lake, Court will design a plan to ease tightness, aches, and pains and increase strength and flexibility. Court is there for you every step of the way. For more information, visit KORT.com. Courts Physical Therapy.
As a board-certified emergency physician, Dr. Stanton is a proud member of the American College of Emergency Physicians, also known as ACEP. ACEP provides physician and evidence-based patient resources at its consumer website, emergencycare4u.org. That site has stories, fact sheets, and advice on a wide range of emergency topics. From visiting the ER to mom tips, you can find them on emergencycare4u.org. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It always seems that people will create a New Year's resolution around a single practice, whether it's diet, cardio fitness, or weightlifting. In reality, a healthy lifestyle comes from a program featuring all three. A healthy diet is the foundation, but fitness and strength are a key to longevity and overall wellness. An area that many will forget is cardiovascular fitness. We spent an afternoon at Cycle U talking with Noelle Dick about the importance of cardio fitness and some ways that you can make life changes. Noelle Dick is the founder and owner of Cycle U, and she created a gym with her in mind. She admits that she doesn't have a runway body and that she is a fan of good food. She admits that fitness is a complex issue and takes a combination of diet, exercise, and more importantly, finding something that you love.
All of us are going to struggle to stay healthy. We have to keep moving. We have to find something that we love mentally. And exercise will do that for you. Your exercise could be walking. It could be climbing the stairs. It can be walking your dog. Cycling, we chose cycling as a foundation for Cycle U because almost everybody can get on a bike for at least 30 to 45 minutes and pedal. We don't ask you to do what the person next to you is doing. That's unrealistic. We want you to find your safe space and do something that kind of lets you mentally zone out for a while.
Cycle U is like many fitness facilities with exercise equipment and motivated people in pursuit of a healthier lifestyle, but I learned that many similarities end right there.
But the reason is because it's a one-person show and they are literally putting it on for you. So when each and every time when you come into a class at Cycle U, you are getting an experience. It's not a class, it's an experience. From the music to the motivator to the lights to the mood, it just is everything you are craving for that day.
The gym obviously features bikes, but also has experiences including bar, boxing, and TRX, which uses your own weight to promote proper technique and fitness. One of the major features that jumps out is that many of the workouts are done with the lights down, under candlelight. She says this not only takes away the stigma of a gym, but also allows you to focus on the mental health associated with the experience.
You're within this group energy and you're being encouraged, and there's just really nothing like it. And I created it because it's what I wanted and it's what I was seeking in a place to go work out.
Whether it's an environment like this or anywhere else, it's important to understand that health and fitness isn't about the scale.
I think it all starts understanding that health is not just about your weight, that it is a mental, spiritual exercise. You're trying to put it all together. In today's world, we are so consumed by technology. We are attached to our phones, we are attached to our computers, we're attached to our TVs, and we're not moving, but we're also not exercising our minds in terms of really giving ourselves that time to relax and find a zone. So being healthy is about the whole package, and if you don't love something mentally, you're not going to stick with it physically.
The key to cardiovascular health is getting that heart rate up, because muscles aren't all on the outside. One of the most important muscles is our heart itself.
The heart is a muscle. You have to use that muscle. If you don't get your heart rate up and you don't use it, it loses capacity. It loses the ability. It's not as strong as it was. We find that people have a tendency to either gravitate toward weight training only or gravitate toward cardio only. And honestly, it really needs to be the best combination of both, which is why we do a total body workout on a bike here. You're going to do some arm weights. You're going to do some core work. We want to combine it all. But if you don't do a high intensity interval training, or you aren't getting out there and getting at least 20 to 30 minutes of raising your heart rate up a day, that muscle is going to atrophy. It's going to get weaker.
The best approach to heart health is exercise that gets the heart rate up, which not only builds muscle health, but also increases that metabolism that burns energy well after the workout is complete.
Yeah, so talking about Cycle U in particular, everything we do here, we have cycling classes, we have strength TRX classes, we have bar classes, boxing classes. They are all fundamentally based on high intensity interval training, meaning we are raising your heart rate up for a short period of time and then doing recovery. Those workouts have been proven to be the most effective in terms of afterburn effect, so that when you walk out of here, you are still burning calories at a higher level, burning fat at a higher level.
She also understands that a modern society means a modern approach to exercise and fitness. This also plays in the fact that physically, our body needs to mix things up,
which means the body is going to respond more effectively. So that's the physical benefit. But I think the more important thing is the mental benefit. And we can't change it. We can't turn back the clock. That is a lot of mental stuff coming at us left and right. And so we've become conditioned to where our attention spans are so much shorter now. And I think that that's something we just have to live with now. So to get people interested in using their bodies, we have to understand this is the new world. And we have to provide them something that's a little different every time. So when you come into our classes, or other people do this too, different music, different motivators. Every class has something different to keep you mentally engaged.
The first step is to put together a fitness plan, understanding that exercise isn't about the moment, but about health and longevity.
If you want to be able to pursue your loves and your passion outside of your fitness plan, that your fitness plan is going to help you do that. It's going to help you stay mobile. It's going to help you stay excited about different opportunities that come into your life.
But you need to take that first step. Fitness is about you, your health, and your interest. It's not about January 1st of each year, but a lifestyle that leads to better health and fitness throughout your life.
I think the number one thing I would tell people is don't make it a New Year's resolution. Make it a life change. Make it something that you're not going to attach to 10 pounds or 15 pounds or 30 pounds or 1 pound. Make it about being the best version of you.
Joining a gym or getting involved with classes may not be for you, but a cardiovascular plan is key to long-term health and fitness. Whether it's a walk around the block, stair climbs during breaks at work, or long bike rides down country roads, cardiovascular health will pay dividends. The key is taking that first step, making that decision, and finding that exercise that makes you motivated and happy. More StantonMD coming up. Stay with us.
Don't let cancer keep you from enjoying the little moments in life. Court Physical Therapy knows those moments are important, and cancer doesn't have to slow you down. Studies show that people who routinely exercise had a 40 to 50% less fatigue rate and significantly decreased their risk of reoccurrence. Court empowers you to take an active role in your recovery and get back to enjoying life. Whether you like summer cookouts, Little League baseball games, or a trip to the lake, Court will design a plan to ease tightness, aches, and pains and increase strength and flexibility. Court is there for you every step of the way. For more information, visit KORT.com. Court's Physical Therapy.
Do you own or work for a business that advances health and safety of the public or its employees? Then you may be interested in becoming a sponsor of StantonMD. There are various opportunities for sponsorship, from the show to the website, social media, print, or a combination. For more information on becoming part of StantonMD, contact Jen at info@StantonMD.com. That's info@StantonMD.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Cardiovascular fitness and diet are important, but a good long-term plan also involves strength training and building some muscle. You don't need to look for a bodybuilding physique, but lean muscle mass helps you feel better and burns calories. Tim Bonifaci is a Lexington firefighter and was featured as the People's Choice on the cover of Men's Health magazine. We joined him at Elite Fitness in Georgetown to see what you need to do to build some muscle and advance your fitness health.
I've been working out since I was 13. My brother introduced me to weight training. And then, it's something I've just been doing for 20 plus years. It's really therapy for me. It's a great stress reliever. But it's something, too, that's a key on my job as a firefighter. We need to have strength, but we also need to have endurance. So also doing cardio along with the strength training. And then when I got on this job, I didn't realize that, you know, the #1 reason why firefighters die is due to cardiac arrest. And then a close second is cancer-related issues. So that kind of became my goal to, you know, help other firefighters really get in shape and try to utilize the time they have at the station to work out and do various training programs there at the station.
He recommends that everyone new to strength training get a trainer to help with some of the keys to a good fitness plan.
Having a trainer is a great thing. I mean, you can read a lot of stuff online, you can look at magazines, you can train yourself to a degree, but a trainer can help maximize your perfect form. He can also set you up with a program to follow. And then the other thing is, a lot of people come in here and they're like, I don't know what to do. And so they get lost. And so having a trainer who can say, okay, today you're going to work on upper body, tomorrow lower body. He can kind of get you with a program, and then from there you can go out on your own.
He tells us the biggest mistakes he sees is bad form, which can lead to injuries, poor nutrition, which is one of the biggest contributors to overall health and fitness, and breathing. He stresses not to hold your breath or strain during exercise. Tim also notes that it isn't about maxing out. It's about a comfortable, safe weight and even exercises that take advantage of your own body weight.
Knowing what you're doing and not being so anxious to get out there and move massive amounts of weights, because honestly you can get a great workout in just doing your own body weight.
To give you an idea of a good basic plan, Tim takes us through 5 basic exercises that will work much of the body. A reminder that you need to consult your physician and a trainer before starting a program.
One of the most important exercises is deadlifts. It's a good overall mass builder, muscle builder. It actually helps with your posture, it helps with your lower back, strengthens your hamstrings as well as your quads. It's just overall great movement to start with as a beginner. Keep your shins as close to the bar as possible. You want to go with about a shoulder width stance with your feet. Your hands are going to be right outside the bar. Usually I do one grip overhand and one grip underhand, and that prevents you from actually, you know, dropping the weight to get you a better grip. The other thing to make sure is that your back is straight throughout the whole exercise. You don't want to round your back. You want to keep your back straight, and you want to pull with your hamstrings and with your back. You don't want to use your arms. You're not going to be lifting it with your arms. So you're going to do one hand over, one hand under. You want to get into almost a squat position. Make sure your chest is high, your head up. And as you do this, just a nice movement upward. The lat pull down is probably the most common exercise for your back, but there are a few keys as you're lifting. You want to make sure that the seat pad here touches your knees. Your hands, you can do a lot of different grips. You can do an overhand grip. I personally like to do an underhand grip, and the reason that I like to do that is because underhand grip, it actually pulls out your lower lats and really builds the muscle down there. So I'll just show you an underhand grip. One thing to keep here, a lot of people make the mistake of leaning too far back, and by leaning a little more forward, you're actually going to use a lot more back muscles. So now we're going to do some strength training for our arms. Of course, the good old dumbbell curls. So grab a weight that's comfortable. And there's a few things you want to keep in mind. Is you want to keep your back pinched, nice and straight, your chest high. And one thing a lot of people make a mistake of is curling up too far. When you curl up too far, you actually relax the muscle. So when you curl, you want to curl to about right there. And as you can see, my hand is turning. Alternate the curls. Breathe. From here we're going to go into the basic dumbbell bench press. I prefer dumbbells because, like I said, you get to use a lot more muscle fibers to stabilize with. The great thing about dumbbells too is you can have a set at home, and it's easy to grab a set and get a good workout in at home. But what you want to do is really keep the dumbbells really in line with the middle of your chest there, your nipples. And when you press out, use the chest muscles to extend out. It's really easy with that mind muscle connection to feel the chest here. And just a nice slow and control. You can squeeze it at the top if you want. The key to working on your triceps, once again, that mind muscle connection. You don't want to go too heavy on the weight. You really want to flex those tris down at the end. You can use all kinds of variations of bars. This is an easy curl bar. I'll use the inside grip. You can also use V-bar here, where you push down on it. You can use a rope. There's all kinds of variations to doing a tricep extension. One of the things I say is variation is the key, not necessarily repetition, so always you want to kind of mix up your workout. So here we're just going to pull it down. We're going to stand with our back slightly arched, bent over slightly, and you're just going to push out. When you get to the bottom, you really want to flex that long tricep head to feel it. Bring it up nice and slow, and push back down. You want to do about 10 to 12 reps with a weight that's comfortable, something that you'll have to push yourself a little bit, but you don't want to injure yourself. Exercises that we've done, the key is controlling the weight, having proper form, doing a weight you're comfortable with, but you have to push yourself just a little bit. This is not a complete program. We've just introduced a few key exercises. As we said, hiring a trainer, strength trainer, also your diet is the key, and you also want to continue to stay up to date because there's always new stuff. So continue to read the magazines, continue to look online at different exercises, and just give yourself that knowledge, but build a good strong base with that proper form and that nice introduction.
That's all the time we have for this episode of StantonMD. If you missed an episode or want to watch a segment again, you can head to our website at StantonMD.com. Also invite you to join our community by liking the StantonMD Facebook page and following me on Twitter at EverydayMed. We welcome your comments and suggestions. Email us. The address is info@StantonMD.com. Until next time, I'm Dr. Ryan Stanton, and this has been StantonMD.